Hey guys, here is the big idea part of my Module 5 practice and kind of walking you through my lesson step by step. So this lesson is about probability and data analysis, and that is the main focus of the lesson. So in this particular lesson, that was already taught, so students should have the understanding of what probability is and how to use data analysis with probability. But just to kind of introduce it and review it, I would show these videos to review probability and data analysis. They are both BrainPop videos, and I attached the link there. One's on basic probability, and then one's on data analysis. So again, those are just BrainPop videos. After I would do that, so students would be familiar, and of course we would discuss the videos, I would discuss a real life example of how we would use these two things in math. So, for example, if a student's favorite candy is Starburst, I would have a pack of Starburst and we would count how many there were in a pack. Let's say there is 9 in a pack, and their favorite colors, in fact, the only colors they would eat would be red and pink. So students would have to figure out what their chances of getting a red or pink starburst would be. And in this case, it would be 4 out of 9. So a little bit less than 50%. And then even to go a step further, students would ask themselves, is it worth buying the pack if they're only going to eat 4 Starbursts out of the 9 that are there? Maybe it is if they're going to share with somebody who likes the other colors, but maybe it wouldn't be, and they would want to reassess spending their money on something that might be more worth their while, or trying to find Starbursts with only pink or red. So then students could apply this maybe with their favorite candy, so Skittles, but something with colors in it that students would have to choose probability for. And then they could also graph those results. So they could take the probability and graph them using a bar graph or a pie chart. So they could graph their 3 yellow starbursts, 2 pinks, 2 orange, and 2 red. So that's just kind of to give them that example and again that background before they go into their project. So then this is what I would have them do, and this would be their challenge. So they would be put in groups and they would plan a game for their classmates that allowed them to think about probability or data analysis. So maybe they have them research a topic and calculate the odds of an outcome. And they can do this using any material. So maybe they want to create some sort of board game, or maybe they use graph paper, a calculator, they could use the computers, they can use anything they want to do this. Some ideas that I would give them would be maybe something with election outcomes, gross sales on movies or books, and natural disaster probabilities. So students, after they come up with the plan, notice I put plan in all capital letters. After they come up with the plan, then they're going to present with their group this plan to the class, and they're going to get feedback from their classmates to see what kinds of things might interest their classmates more and really inspire them to make these games the best they could be for their classmates. They want their classmates to want to play these games. So once they receive this feedback before creating their final project, they're going to apply that. So they go back to their plan, they relook at their plan as a group, and they think, how can I make this better? So then students will actually have time to create their projects. Of course, the teacher during this would be just checking in on groups and making sure they're on task and making sure that they're including probability or data analysis within these projects and games. And then students would have time to play each other's games. So this would be a time where you would really see if one, students creating the games understand how to make something that has to do with probability and data analysis, but also students who are playing the games, this is kind of an assessment for them. Are they understanding the material when applied in a different situation or context than what they created? And then lastly, I would have students reflect on each other, again providing feedback to one another. I think it's really important to be able to look at classmates and not criticize them, but critically look at their work and give positives and negatives and improvements to what they could do. And then they would also reflect themselves about what went well with the activity, what could be improved on, is there something that could be better, is there something that could be changed. So again, this would be their assessment. There would be no formal test or anything like that. for this particular project, but students are working collaboratively. They are using math skills, they're using engineering skills, they're using technology skills if they choose to do so, and some will even incorporate science skills depending what topic they're doing their game in. So this is my challenge that I would have my students do, and the step-by-step lesson that I would complete with them.